Hi everyone, welcome to this review of the Beauty Pie Dr. Glycolic Peeling Socks. I forgot to take an intro before I tore the top off, but you know, the packet basically still looks the same. So we're going to put these on and follow the journey.
Glycolic acid and lactic acid, fruit extracts, and stuff for conditioning. Okay. At least 10 days for any important occasion. Well, I have no important occasions to go to because it's quarantine. Okay, I have washed and dried my feet as instructed. I don't have any nail polish on because last time I did this with nail varnish on, the acid or exfoliating stuff in the little socks completely destroyed my nail varnish, so there's no point in having nail varnish on while you do this. I thought this would be a good time to try this pack because I just got back into doing more ballet, and so my feet are a little bit worse for wear from that. Like, you can't particularly see on camera, but they are just a little bit dry fluff from the towel, and around the toes as well. I mean, I need some of that protection around the toes really for ballet, but we're going to use these socks anyway and see how they turn out. So this is what they look like. You can see they're pretty big, so even if you have quite big feet, you won't be able to get them on. They are joined together. This is where you cut to separate them. And they have these little tabs so that you can fasten them at the ankles. I've done as instructed and patted them around a little bit to sort of spread the serumy stuff inside them. Let's pat them some more. And now I'm gonna get my scissors and carefully cut them in half and put them on my feet.
Stop filming me. That's disgusting. Oh.
So the instructions say to leave these on for 90 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. They have plenty of serum inside. They definitely feel like they're fully coating my feet, like no patches of my feet feel like they're getting neglected. The sticky tabs are separate, they're not attached to the socks, so just be aware of that. So I noticed that nothing much seemed to have changed over the first couple of days. So I read online that soaking your feet in water can help the peeling process. So this is on day 4 after I'd obviously done that soak, and they do seem to be starting to just flake a little bit and things are starting to happen. Day 5, again, the peeling process is definitely underway. You can see it in my archway and around my heels. They look very, very dry. They did also feel quite dry. By day 6, they felt super dry, and a lot of the peeling was taking place on the parts of my feet that were already softer, like the archway. Day 7, nothing much had changed from day 6. Day 8, you can see some patches, the skin has peeled off. By day 9, I had a bit of dryness around the heel, but most of my foot had peeled. Hi everyone, it's day 11, and I think my feet have stopped changing. They've looked similar for the last couple of days, so I just had a shower and gave them a little bit of a scrub with a rough cloth just to remove any excess that may be just hanging around on there. So let me show you what they look like. So as you can see, there are still some flaky, sort of dry, rough patches on the heels. Now, the deeper cracks I wouldn't expect a peeling pack like this to get rid of because they are deeper and they need probably my Scholl pedicure roller thing. I don't know if you've seen them. They're like a handle with a cylindrical thing that attaches, that rotates, and they basically grind away. That sounds horrible, grind. They buff away the dead skin. I'm a bit disappointed with some of the roughness on the sort of flat sole part of the heel. It's not as smooth and exfoliated as I would have hoped or expected, and I think I've used other foot packs that have done a better job on that area of the heel. The rest of the foot looks fine and great and it's nicely exfoliated, but I'd say most of the peeling took place in the arch of my foot where I don't even have dry skin to get rid of because it's not in contact with the floor. So where I really wanted it to address the heel, it's kind of let me down just a little bit. Now, if I had my Scholl foot roller right now, I would go in and, you know, take care of the heels a bit, but it's all packed up for our house move, so I can't do that. So instead, I'm going to use this. This is just a moisturizing foot pack. I don't think I've ever used this particular brand before, or maybe I have. I don't know. I've definitely not used this particular pack before. So I'm going to try this to take care of some of that sort of dryness and hope my feet look a little bit more presentable tomorrow after this has had its chance to work. So this is day 12. I put the moisturising pack on last night. You can see that there is less callousing and dry skin on my toe. All this part is quite soft and smooth. The heel still looking a bit rough, but definitely on this flat part here, the moisturising pack has smoothed out the little bit of roughness that was left. My other foot looks basically the same. So, final thoughts. If you have a small amount of dry skin on your feet that you want to get rid of, this will do the job just fine. It does work. I think the timescale of 7 to 10 days is realistic. It definitely took me the full 10 days, but you know, some people it might take 7, but yeah, the packet I think is accurate. If you have more significant areas of callousing from doing some kind of sport, like, I don't know, like I was doing ballet and that's why I had slightly more callousing and dry skin on my feet, which is why I wanted to use the pack. I think if you have more significant areas of skin like that need dealing with, a foot peeling pack is really just not the best way forwards. I don't think it's the fault of this particular pack that it didn't address all the dryness on my heel. I just think there was too much for a peeling pack, which is only going to remove the outer layer. So if you have, like on your big toes or on your heels, more dead and dry skin that you want to get rid of, you need the Scholl pedicure type of thing, or just a regular manual foot file, although that does make your arm ache if you use a manual foot file. But yeah, I think I would give this probably 7.5 out of 10, because my toes, all of the front of my foot, the ball of my foot, the arch of my foot are all nicely exfoliated and soft and smooth. It's just that heel area where I feel it didn't do the greatest job ever. Like it did leave some roughness and dryness on the very sole of my heel. And then I wasn't expecting it to really address the sort of deeper dryness and more sort of cracked areas around the back of the heel, because those are too deep for an exfoliating pack to really work on. I was a little disappointed that it didn't exfoliate a bit more on the bottom of my heel, where I didn't have those significant calluses. It was just the bottom of my heel. It did leave some dryness and noticeable kind of, not flakiness, but I could see where it had taken an outer layer of the skin off, and I could see bits that had been left behind that I would have quite liked gone. Obviously I used a moisturising pack afterwards, which did help address that problem, but then you have to use a second product in order to sort of try and round off the process, which is not ideal. If you just had like a thick moisturiser or foot cream or something, you could use that instead of a moisturising foot pack. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. I still think I prefer the, I want to say Pure Derm. I will put up a picture. I still prefer that one, I think, over the Beauty Pie one, but not by much, just by a little bit. I think it did a slightly better job on the heel area. Next time I get and use one of those, I will do a review of the Pure Derm one, because I've not done a review of that one. And so far, in my experience, I feel like that one was the most effective, if my memory is correct. Okay, that's everything for today. I hope this video was useful. I will see you in the next one. Bye.